remembered to do anything. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, there goes the stream. Hello. Gonna wait a second for certain people to arrive. Hi. Look, the chapter screen today is a train. Watcher on the train. Yeah, it looks like the microphone sound got reset again, and I'm not sure why. Hopefully this helps. Am I too loud now? Hi, Flo. How are you doing? Hopefully I'm not too loud now. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit. It should still be louder than the game, but I'm not sure. Actually, the game was super quiet, right? So I had turned off. I'm not sure I'm the number one. I'm the number one streamer on Twitch named Dizzy Pixie. So number one streamer, asterisk on Twitch. Hi, Kitty Cat. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by today. We're kind of near the end of this narrative story. And you haven't been here for the first few days, so big spoilers, but hopefully it won't matter. Yep, I'm dominating my niche. That's right, my niche. Sure. You piece it together? Sure, let's hope so. Oh, recording has been stopped after encountering an error. Let me do something to fix that. Hey, you know what? That's okay. That's Steam, actually. I don't need that running. Let me poke around in the settings for a bit, and then we'll start. Once that ad break starts. Yeah. Steam popped up with a thing saying it's recording failed. Which means my hard drive is full. No, it's not. Hard drive has plenty of space. I guess Steam is just being weird. Well, we'll see if this works. Everything should be okay in theory. Hey Penny, how are you doing? How's your stream? I had to leave like 2 hours before you ended, so I didn't catch the end of it. Small world, small world. Ah, the eternal problem. You're sleepy and hungry, so what do you do? I'm going to buffet tomorrow, so I'm not going to eat too much tonight so that I'll have plenty of space tomorrow for lunch with like some of my workmates. So I'm looking forward to that. Eat dreams. It's a Chinese buffet. Well, I say Chinese, but it has like Chinese food, Japanese food, Korea, no, Chinese food, Japanese food, Americanized Chinese food, and like some dim sum and stuff, and some American dishes, I guess. It's pretty good and it's pretty cheap. Yeah. Our work team went there last year for our Christmas lunch. And we liked it so much that we're going back this year for some random meetup. But yeah, that's tomorrow. So I need to save some space. Anyway, the ad break is almost over. And yeah, so we've done everything else on this train, I think. We're in chapter 8 now. Out of, I don't know how many, 10 or 11. And I'm pretty sure this was set off some long sequence of cutscenes, which is why we stopped here yesterday. When the ad break finishes in like 10 seconds, we'll forge onwards. Not that I think anyone's lurking here watching, but just in case, who doesn't have ad blockers, which I recommend you use. Okay, onwards we go.
Watcher. Can you hear me? Inside sunrise, please.
Did you have pre-roll ads when you came in? Depending on when you arrive, that might have taken precedence, I guess. Because I guess, yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you do use an ad blocker, I fully recommend it. So, at least on my stream, I don't care. So if you do choose to, then go right ahead. I don't mind. Inside sunrise, please. But yeah, I think how streams work is that you get a pre-roll at the start if you come before the initial 3 minutes of ads. And after the 3 minutes of ads, it disables pre-rolls for an hour. But yeah, I don't really know how it works. We're still trying to figure it out, so who knows? I don't mind either way, so Inside sunrise, please. That's the name of a drink.
Apologies. This often happens. A mix as old as sweet as... Do you want to tell her a story?
Tell a story, tell a truth, ask a question, leave. Why do I even have a leave option here? Ask a question, tell a truth, tell a story. Let's go down. Let's go tell a story.
Watcher, I can make you an inside sunrise.
Yeah, I am a bartender, yeah.
I've all the ingredients for it. Just wake up. Melody?
Not Melody, but she's one of my friends.
I think I'll leave her for now. Let her rest. As you wish.
Okay, so that didn't start the scene.
No one is beyond forgiveness.
So healer wandered off somewhere.
Whoa, it buzzes. Cut it out.
Man, watch a story so tragic. Let's see what else is in the train. So we are on a never-ending train. Chapter 8 takes place on a never-ending train.
Caught. Do you see what I'm saying?
Because we're fugitives, and we don't belong at either station right now, I guess. So we're on a train that keeps going around and around and never ends.
I'll carry her.
BB, without the meds, the equipment,
I'll carry the equipment.
she's lived too many lifetimes.
Are you giving up on our sister?
Don't do that.
This thing still goes back and forth over the speaker's head.
Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our hand.
So even though she's a security sister, she really hates killing people, eh? We found that out last chapter.
Well, this is my hand talking. Try again. You are the queen of experimentation. Try something you haven't tried yet.
You're overstepping.
The sand need only pour once before it knows oblivion.
What sand?
I have failed sisters before. If you will not, I'll do it myself.
And I suppose I just sit around and let you make a mess of the place?
You probably shouldn't.
Probably not.
All right. All right. Let me think. Is there something I haven't thought of? What else? What else?
Healer?
Not now.
I want to help.
Honey, just leave me. Please.
Yeah. They're all tragic characters, right? Every single one of them. Even Healer, even, everyone on the train. Even Noah, as it turns out, is in a very bad spot herself, or was in a very bad spot herself. I'm not sure where she is now. I think she blew up, but I'm not sure.
You really want to help?
Yes.
Then tell Fixer to get herself over to Watcher.
Are you sure it should be me?
I thought you wanted to help.
Okay, so did Noah not blow up? I thought she was. What happened to her then? I know she wanted to be rescued as well. And she was kind of following instructions, treading the line between like following instructions while trying to, quote unquote, save. Oh yeah, right, you're right. She got hit by a crowbar and brought off. No, wait, no. She got hit by a crowbar as part of the attack that rescued Watcher though. But I don't think they brought her along, right? If not, she would have just ran with them. She got hit by a crowbar to make the invasion look like convincing, the rescue operation. Yeah. But then after that, she probably still had her role, right? So wouldn't she have been one of the sisters at the stage? Like that part, I'm not 100% sure. I think it was. I think she would be. But I don't know if there's something else that happened in between and maybe she was replaced or something. Hi, Emmy. How are you doing? Boy, you missed quite the episode yesterday. I'm good, thank you. I am very good. The weather has warmed up and I'm happy. It's alright. I hope you had a good night yesterday. It's alright if you didn't watch the VOD, but you're going to be confused. Basically, in a nutshell, we set off the bomb, but we survived. And then these girls captured us and brought us here. These were the original girls, right? The original Bang Bang Fire, the original Healer. We found out that Fixer was actually alive, the original Fixer, since the Fixer that was in her memories, in Principal's altered, like Principal was the one that altered the memories of, so Principal was the one that altered the memories of, that altered the communion. So Watcher saw different things and went to kill Mother. But it turns out that Fixer was actually alive. And it turns out that Healer was actually alive as well. Even though Principal said she had been, or someone said, or the girl said she had been incinerated. She actually escaped. Nice. Yeah, I think you did actually. So good job. So all the original girls are alive. Watcher is also alive. But we found out in a very, very long communion and a whole bunch of really nice, like, descent into madness kind of scenes, we found out that she's actually alive, but she had lost both her eyes. So she's actually blinded now and very weak. But she can still commune with us apparently, and we found out some interesting truths. But yeah, watch the VOD if you want. If you want to know the full synopsis, the full story. So right now we are on a train. We are on a train without a destination. the train goes round and round. So that these girls can stay basically hidden, I guess.
Okay, but what about the train?
Tell her.
Like the Snowpiercer? Sure. What's the Snowpiercer?
She may not have many more chances.
All right.
Yeah, but there's a lot of nuance that I skipped over though. So if you want that nuance, you can go watch the part. It's like the Zombies. Also some more context for Iris's behavior towards the youngest, yeah. And also we got a lot of insight into the youngest as well, like Principal. Like how she was, like we knew that she was the youngest, but we saw some like not redeeming qualities, but we saw some hints as to like her motivation. Like she's a bit psychotic, I would say. But there was reason behind what she did. And yeah, the stage play was very well done. As was the long communion that we had yesterday. That was great as well.
We were never very good at talking to one another.
No kidding.
Maybe the easier it was, the harder it is when it's broken. There was a time I didn't talk to anyone. Even my closest sisters.
And how did you come out of it?
Someone believed in me.
Good for you.
Ah, gotcha. So yeah, like Satinal said, it's the Zombies. It's like Zombies. That's a game that I have where you're on a train in the zombie apocalypse. The whole world is zombies. And you travel around and try to build up your train and survive. So this reminds me of a conversation that we had back in chapter 3 or chapter 4. It was a throwaway conversation with one of the empty shells. Not empty shells. One of the like regular sisters, who said that once you become a sister, you kind of like it gets hard to talk to others besides like other sisters. When you become like authority, you kind of lose that connection to the other sisters. I think one of them said that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that these girls have been stuck in their name role for so long. Whereas I'm a miscellaneous who has like, I mean, I've only recently been promoted to bartender, but bartender is a kind of a role that talks to everyone anyway. But I haven't been in a role of authority for long, unlike all the other sisters. Yeah, the game has a lot of interesting commentary like that. Did they ever talk?
Have Watcher and Fixer been like this?
When Watcher came back to us, she was in a dire state already. Fixer insisted on giving her an eye. Watcher refused. Fixer pressed on, Watcher retreated, and they cut each other deeply.
What was said?
Don't think that's for you to know.
You were hurt.
Skirmishes on the tracks. If you're looking for stories of bloody battle, you should move along, sister.
You knew the Minister of Defense?
She was a pupil of mine.
Minister of Defense. Which sister was this?
I remember.
If you saw it all, then why ask?
Wish me luck.
We need more than that with Fixer.
You're funny, Bang Bang Fire.
I was. Once.
Knock knock.
Don't you have an errand to run?
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Oh,
Did Healer run back this way? Where did Healer go? For some reason I thought she ran off this way. You are here. Can I talk to you? No. Only Watcher.
Cut it out.
Okay. Let's go talk to Fixer. That's an interesting thing as well. Yes, you're right. She has seen most of Watcher's memories through communion. Kind of. And it's also like poetic that her name is Blue, right? Like she's like blue's the Watcher's color. Even though she picked the name herself before knowing Watcher. This is Fixer's room, but she's not here. Guess she's further on. Hi.
A mess. Everything is a mess.
You don't say.
What is all this stuff?
Pieces for a backup pantograph. Bits for a secondary suspension. This train needs a whole teardown and rebuild by hand. We can't be sitting still like this.
Do the others help you?
Do you really expect BB to have the precision?
No idea what a pantograph is.
Or Healer to have the grit? Machines don't consider your feelings. They'll tell you you're wrong every time. That's their best quality.
There's something wrong with Watcher's equipment. Can you come check it out?
Kid, you really are a piece of work. You lie like a knower.
Ouch.
Where did you learn to do that?
You haven't been to Old Town for a while.
I guess I haven't.
Healer told me to get you. Watcher doesn't have a lot of time.
She's always so dramatic. I've got work to do. We're stuck, and who's going to get us unstuck, huh?
I think she really means it.
All right, little messenger. Tell her this for me. Fuck off.
What happened to you on the other side? Is that why you're like this? Is that why you can't face Watcher?
Every time I click my right mouse button, it teleports my cursor to the middle of the screen. I don't like that.
I'd be careful if I were you.
Fixer.
What did I say? Fuck off.
Poor Fixer. She's upset that she wasn't in the story for like 5.5 chapters, 6 chapters. So these two right now are well, we don't know for sure. Noah did say that yesterday that Fixer was upset that Watcher tried to sacrifice her even in a fake memory. That Watcher sent her to die. Even though that didn't actually happen. But that's only part of it. I mean, I think BBF kind of explained the rest when we talked to her. Fixer wanted to give her an eye and Watcher refused.
Once in a communion, I experienced the sky pouring itself apart.
Yes, we did see that rain.
And it gave me such melancholy.
The long rains.
Some sense that all we've ever known is brittle. Oh, sorry. I thought you were Healer.
Right?
I remember this. I experienced this with you.
And this is interesting, right? Because this like confirms that the first 5 chapters that we did with Watcher, she basically has all the memories of that as well. Either from yesterday or... Yeah, actually it is from yesterday because she hadn't met Watcher before that. So we only saw some scenes yesterday. But I think she talked about... Did I start the game as blue? Okay. Went back to check. Ah. From chapter redacted. Oh, I see. Okay. That makes an interesting amount of sense. Okay. Where were we then? Where were we? I feel like we were seated in... No. Were we? First thing that happens in the game is Watcher killing Iris. Okay. Also explains why after Watcher killed Iris, some of what Principal said was still redacted in the real world. That's interesting. I need to go back and watch my first episode again now. Which, by the way, is on YouTube and is linked in my profile. Okay. Good to know. So Blue has been the one experiencing all this. I don't always get that nuance, but I appreciate the explanation.
I remember you liked the sound of the rainfall.
I had forgotten about that.
For what it's worth, I get it. I spent a lot of my life feeling the same way.
Really?
Like nothing was right. Like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing.
Yes. A shift in the wind can set the sails.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better.
Oh?
And can I just say, knock knock.
Bang, bang, bang. Exclamation marks are also called bangs, right? Bang, bang, bang.
Who's there?
Weekend, which year's tank heard. What nonsense is this? Weekend, which. Anyone have a specific answer they want to try?
Witches.
Oops. Oh, I clicked on one anyway. Probably all different jokes.
Which is who?
Which is the best way off this train?
Yeah, sorry. My mouse was.
Wow.
I have to go deliver a message. I'll leave you with the rain.
Can I load to see the other messages? Let's see. The last autosave is 6:26. That's 4 minutes ago. Should be fine. Let's do it. Wait, 20th, 22. That is the last one, right? Yeah, that's the... It's at the start of this conversation anyway. I'm curious what the jokes are.
Once in a song. Oh.
Oh, there was this one as well. What?
Maybe we'll experience the real thing one day.
Did the same thing here.
Something to swim.
Yeah.
Like fish?
Look, the time to beat for this game is the completionist time to beat is 14 hours and 28 minutes. So I don't understand why I'm 18 hours and 18.6 hours and I still have like 3 chapters to go. This little bit of reloading does not stretch that time so long, right? It doesn't add that much time to it. I think the page just lies.
I love fish. I've never told anyone.
For what it's worth. I get it.
Oh, they went to this.
Spent a lot of my life feeling the same way.
So different conversations. So now they talk about fish, but they end up going to the same.
Really?
Like,
Yeah, a shift in the wind.
yeah.
Oh?
And cannot.
Who's...
Okay. Let's go with Let's just go down the list. I'm going to see them all. So we'll finish with her. So we'll go weekend first.
Weekend who?
Weekend. Do anything we want.
Nice.
Wow.
I have to go deliver a message. I'll leave you with the rain.
Very nice. Let's go back here. We're in this for the bad jokes.
Once in a community. Some. Oh, sorry.
You feel lost?
Wasn't I the one who said a dull knife is no knife at all?
Maybe no knife at all isn't so bad. Maybe you're meant for something else. For what it's worth. I get it. I spent a
Yep,
lot
so
of
this
time-
loops.
Shift.
Yeah.
Oh?
And not
Who's?
Now we go years.
years.
Years to something, right?
Here's who?
Here's another knock-knock joke for you.
Here's another knock-knock joke for you.
Wow.
And this part is the
I'll
same.
leave you.
Nice. Here's another knock-knock joke for you.
Once in a communion. And it gets some. Oh.
See, when streaming, I like doing this because it chronicles all the different answers for people to look at a VOD later.
I remember that.
In a VOD.
For what it's been a lot.
Really?
Like,
Yes. A shift in the.
yeah.
Oh?
And knock-knock.
Who's?
Tank. Like, thank you for something.
Tank.
Tank? Who?
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome.
Wow.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, one last one.
Once in a communion. And it gets some. Oh.
Let's go remember
I
again.
remember this.
I like the rain conversation the most.
I remember. For what it's worth. I spent a lot of my life.
Really?
Like, knock.
Yeah. A shift in the.
Yeah.
Oh?
And can knock-knock.
Who's?
I heard.
A herd? Who?
I heard you were melancholy. So I came over.
Clap, clap, clap. I heard you were melancholy.
Wow.
I have to go deliver a message.
You do that.
I'll leave you with the rain.
She sounds like she's about to sneeze. Okay.
That was quick.
I have a message to deliver.
Go on.
Knife? No knife. So this is like the fuck off option and this is not, I guess.
The train's almost fixed.
Oh, is that right?
So I'm lying to both sides now.
Don't tell anyone, Blue. I'm tired. I'm so damn tired. So many years trapped like this, at each other's throats.
Yeah.
Is it wrong that I long for simpler times?
How did you escape?
The night of the occupant event, Nowhere came to us, shaking, explained that Watcher got on the train meant for her.
Ah, interesting. So that's how she got on the train. Because Noah said that the train had came for her many times. She just never got onto it. Like, we know that from a flashback. Like, Noah refused to go. So Watcher found one of those trains and got onto it. And that's how she got to the other side, to Mother.
That things were going to take a bad turn. BB and I fled to Old Town.
So Old Town existed that long ago?
And Bartender hid us under the baseboards of the bar.
You mean in the storage?
You know the place.
We stashed strange ingredients down there.
And that's what we were. There was barely enough room to stand. We spent 2 months hiding before Fixer found us.
Wow.
Imagine our surprise. Seeing the dead come back to life.
I didn't know Bartender did so much.
She saved us.
She saved me too. Do you regret anything?
I used to think I was so above everything. Speaking my mind and my truth as if everyone wanted to hear it. As if doing the same thing over and over again would make it better. Even when everything was getting worse. And some people needed to hear something else.
What do you miss from that time?
So here they pick the third option without me having to go through the thing again.
I miss my station, my lab, having the resources to do proper work. All the shells simply doing their part, calling me Sister Pink.
I can call you Sister Pink, if that helps.
No, thank you.
Rude.
Sometimes just to miss something is enough.
Ah, interesting viewpoint.
Healer, you need a break.
I'm beyond rest, honey. Don't worry about me. You, on the other hand,
I'm doing fine.
please. I need someone to listen to me for once.
Now hear this.
What is
Now
this?
hear this. This is a system-wide transmission. Direct to you, the esteemed High Minister.
Sisters and compatriots, this is the High Minister speaking.
Ah, so she survived.
A brutal attack has been made on our solemn efforts at a sustainable future. I need not recite the damage, but I will speak their names. Vivian, Janice, Vanessa, Eileen, Denise. These were the ministers that served you without a thought to their own desires. Yesterday, they were brutally murdered in an act of senseless violence. Not since the death of the All-Mother have we seen such bloodshed and shared such grief. Yet, there is hope in these trying times. Our principle persists.
Oh no.
Yes, sisters, she lives. And with her blessing, I have been given emergency powers to hunt down these terrorists and punish them to the full extent of our laws.
So this is like, this word down here is like Death City or something, or Death something. Which is an interesting juxtaposition to this. Because does she really live? Or is Noah just saying that to seize power and under the pretext of basically what Principal did when she said, oh, with Mother's dying words, she said she wanted us to live here forever and do this, and Principal took power based on that. Noah could be doing the same thing here. We don't know yet. And it's interesting to think about if she takes over, what kind of reign she will have, right? Will she actually be hunting down those terrorists? Who will she call the terrorists? Who will she try to punish for that? Will she like root out all the Red Sisters? Will she go after Old Town? She knows about the train, right? So she could go after them as well. Interesting to think about. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this says something like Death Town. I'm not sure what this, or Death City, or Death Castle, I guess. It says Castle here. But I'm not 100% familiar with this word. I think it's Castle though. Seems right.
Effective immediately, all sisters and compatriots will shelter in place.
Hey, sounds familiar.
Those who seek to harm us are still at large. Stay inside, stay safe. We will seek no rest and see no night until those responsible are brought to justice. Let the inside sky cast no shadow for these criminals. This is your High Minister speaking. The year is 7 AA. The time is 1900 hours. Gratitude to the Provisional Government.
Help!
Interesting. Watcher, help.
Someone help! Get away from me! Move! Help! I'd rather die.
So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna run the exact opposite way until we can't run anymore. So who do we have here, if anyone? Apparently no one. Who is that outside? Is that Fixer? Can't really see color from here. I'm assuming it's Fixer, but who knows for sure. Back we go.
Healer, do something. Wake her up.
Yeah, must be Fixer. Everyone else is here.
Shortness of breath, heart palpitations, blood pressure spike.
You knew, didn't you? It makes sense now. A knower always knows. You knew what she was doing.
Noah's voice must have triggered her.
My eye!
So Noah was the one that gouged out Watcher's eye yesterday. For the people who weren't here yesterday.
You took my eye.
Yes, she did.
Help! Someone help!
Watcher.
Breathe. Just breathe real slowly, love.
No more.
But Noah also said that she tried her best to keep Watcher alive. And Principal wanted Watcher's head. And she managed to prevent that from happening by drawing it out and by presenting Principal with Watcher's eyes. And when Bang Bang Fire and Fixer came for Watcher, Noah accused them of taking too long to come. She said that you could have done this a lot faster, and she also wanted out, I think. But she tried her best to. That was a claim anyway, to keep her alive. Also, when we got onto the train, when we got onto the train, I think it was Fixer that said, by blowing up the provisional government, I had ruined their plans because they were trying to get the provisional government to overthrow Principal. I had ruined their plans. But the takeaway there is also that Fixer had been taking, again, for the second time, Fixer had been taking too long. Her plans were taking too long to come to fruition. And all her allies who had to actually live through the provisional government, through their reign of terror, had basically given up on them, and they had asked me to blow up the bomb. So she was surprised that the Jiaos had helped me, that the underground miscellaneous had helped me, because she had taken too long again. So Fixer also has this interesting, like, they all have like this interesting complication with their personalities. Yeah, we don't know for sure if Noah is good or evil, quote unquote good or evil at this point.
These injections.
Yeah, Noah tortured Watcher. But she had to in a sense, right? Because he was a monitored and highly, like a VIP prisoner kind of thing.
They make me see things.
Please, Blue, say something to her.
Star, Fox, Sunrise, Blue. It's like these two are drink names. These two are not, I think. Star Fox is the name of a game, yeah. I almost want to save here, but nah, let's not. Let's go with Fox, I think. But wait, no, Fox would be the Fox. Star would be that line that they saw when they were communing with the Watchers. Fox would be something about the skull. Sunrise will probably be like the name of the drink. Like these two might be name of drinks. Blue could be anything though. Let's go Star. I like stars.
Watcher, remember wishing on a star? You two were so high up.
Ah, the scene with Watcher and Fixer.
Remember how your wish came true? Noah can't hurt you now. You're gonna kill me? Good. Put me out of my misery, sister.
So these are lines she said to Noah.
How long will this last?
I don't know. This is more strain on her system than she can bear. Go tell Fixer to come now. Go tell her it's now or never.
Oh man. I wonder how much symbolism is intended with like the train as well. Like all the sisters, they're called shells, right, when they're born. And Watcher's kind of like in a shell herself now because she's trapped in her meat bag, as they put it yesterday. She's lucid in convenience, but like traumatized outside of it. And the train itself is kind of a shell as well that Fixer's trying to fix. I wonder how much symbolism is meant there. Hello, Fixer.
Oh, my daily bother comes around.
That's me.
Fixer. It's now or never.
Haven't I heard that before? Dramatic. Everyone on this train is so dramatic.
Fixer, you don't understand.
I understand just fine. Watcher does what Watcher wants, and everyone pays for it.
The Fixer I know would never...
Right. How could I forget? You know me. You know Watcher. You know it all, don't you?
Yeah, Amy. Yeah, Amy. It's kind of like that, yeah. And yeah, the boy who cried wolf. They has a kind of vibes here, for sure.
I know what you mean to her.
You know, while you two were busy reminiscing, some of us were taking things seriously. You heard nowhere. They're after us. They are after you. So have a sense of self-preservation, will you? Leave me alone. Let me do what needs to be done. You can go play nurse with the others.
What makes you so different from them?
I don't need to answer that. If you don't like it, there's the door.
Fine. Fine. I give up.
Good. Finally. You can thank me later.
Interesting. I wonder if that conversation could have gone any differently. I doubt it. But this has vibes of like, yeah. I don't think Watcher's gonna make it out of chapter 8. Well, maybe. She still has memory she wants to show me, she said.
Blue, quick. She's asking for you.
Healer?
No, Watcher. She's awake. Healer gave her something. For a sliver of a second, our sister is back. Just like she was before.
Oh.
Is Fixer coming?
No. I really tried.
Never mind. Go to her.
How about you?
I still need a moment.
What do you mean?
Watcher is dying. Healer says, whatever you do, don't tell her.
Yeah, she's
We
not
have
making it
to
out of
tell
chapter
her.
8.
Why wake her only to deliver daggers? She deserves to traverse in peace. Please, Blue. These last moments are what she will carry into forever. Don't tell her, please. Sweet, sweet Watcher. How to separate heartbreak from hand.
So out of curiosity, I'm gonna run back again just to see if that unlocked the conversation with Fixer. I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. But at least they can't say, I didn't try. Nope. Goodbye. And it's so poetic that they're on the exact opposite ends of the train, eh? They'll never meet again.
Be gentle with her.
She needs to know. We can't keep this from her.
We can. We will. Any attempt at a communion will end her. Got it?
No communion. I got it.
We'll wait here.
We are so going to communion.
Watcher. We're back together. Finally. You. I'm sorry. Commune. Now. Watcher, wait. We can't. Secretary, do it. Wait.
Okay, so this is the teleporting pipe. You have to go all the way up there. Yeah, to no one's surprise, we're communing. I do wonder if like there are things that I've missed along the way. I doubt it. I don't think the game has that kind of thing.
Watcher, end this communion now.
Why did Secretary listen? Because they're old friends, I think. This is the same Secretary that went with Watcher like earlier. That was with Watcher all this time, I think.
There is a you. A you that remains and remains. There is an us with a pattern we are threading. Listen to me. There is a branch that continues diverging. End this communion.
We are in half a cafeteria and half a whatever this is. Statue of the Great Mother, Iris. Where is my next teleport from here? It's probably down there, but there's also stuff this way. Am I meant to come this way? I'm not even sure. There's nothing specifically here though. No memory, no nothing. Just an odd sight thing. I can go up there again. What I need to do is go down there. So I'll drop. Teleport to this one. There's stuff down there as well. But I doubt we're meant to go there. There's no memory over there. I'm probably meant to drop down. Oh, here.
Hey. I said stop this right now.
Vulture culture. We've had this before. I thought. It sounds familiar anyway.
There is a now. There is a now, and you are in it. Watcher, we both know you're in bad shape. Me? I'm fine. Here in this place, I feel more than fine. This now. When is it?
A long dream on the train you're in. I like this answer the most, so we're gonna pick this answer.
We just finished a long communion. You showed me everything. Then the time is right.
Hi. Can I like jump? No, I can't leave the platform.
I wish you would stop doing that.
So we're supposed to go up there. But I can't turn myself up. Ah, there we go. Is there anything here? I guess we should check this. Nope. That's half a cafeteria again. Which one did I come from? I don't see the one I came from. Oh, there it is. You wanna head that way, probably. So like this way. Around here.
Ah,
Hi.
Blue. It's you.
It is.
Feels good to stretch my legs. Watcher, can you just stay put for a moment? We're running out of time. I'm glad we can talk. You said we needed to face the future. When did I say that? I say that, don't I? You're confused. Time and sequence. These are hard for me now. You must understand.
Yeah, no kidding. In yesterday's communion, we kept jumping back and forth between time. It wasn't in any sort of coherent order at all.
Watcher, why did you give me all your memories?
So that she can live on in you.
Why did you choose me?
Oh.
I was a stranger. Nobody. Yes. You were without rank, status, function, without judgment. I could trust you with what happened. And then the more time I spent with you, I realized. Tell me, why did you name yourself Blue?
Didn't care. Always searching. Pushed aside. Because I was pushed aside. Would be the normal answer. Is it worth picking one of these two? I don't think so. Yeah.
Because I felt pushed aside. Ah, blue, the color of powerlessness. You reminded me of me. I wanted more for the both of us. So I stayed and stayed until we became entangled. And now comes the most important part. Our sisters must understand how and why they are alive. We must help them resist erasure. After what I did, we're at each other's throats. How are we gonna make them listen? Let me show you. These familiars were gifts from the occupants. A way to communicate with them. When I hurt Secretary, they entered a self-protection state. Iris's commands were washed away.
I remembered everything.
The occupants communicate through referencing memory. Their recall is perfect. Our human ability to remember.
It's pitiful.
Secretary, please.
Apologies.
The occupants gave the familiars to Iris, a way to store her memories outside of herself. They serve to ease where human memory is fallible. A single familiar allows for a two-way communion, like we are having now. But do you remember? Iris transmitting to all the ancient sisters at once. The memory of the city. Yes. When all three familiars are present, a mass communion can be initiated with every living thing in the orchard, the other side, this whole place. We can show everyone all at once what we know. And not only us. The experiences of Iris, her mother, her grandmother, our ancestors. The information in our genetic memory.
Oh, I am muted. Oh, not sure how that happened. I said I mentioned at some point that the sisters had what was I saying? The sisters had not spoken Chinese or Cantonese as far as we've seen. And that last line about the genetic memory kind of possibly implied that that stuff might be in there somewhere too. So I was musing on whether we would see the sisters speak Cantonese before the end of the story. We'll see, I guess. And yeah, I was setting a plushie up against my the thing I used to control the mute. So that I must have hit the mute button on accident.
Will that be enough? I've learned that all change and transformation is violent.
That's true, kind of.
Fixer, healer, BBF. They're no match for the Red Guard.
Or the plushie did, yeah.
There is a way.
Oh, now we're back to after the dance. This is one of our earliest communions. But we now know it was probably a little bit tainted. Because Principal was feeding us the memory. He is staging a mutiny.
We must summon the occupant.
What?
Iris's familiar has a direct link to the occupant. In the mass communion, you must summon them.
I don't understand.
Iris and the occupant had a pact. As we saw, she had been communing with them regularly, sharing with them her new memories. In exchange for her obedience, the occupant was hers to command. She used this power to eradicate all the other humans in this place.
You can't be suggesting.
I am. We must seize that power. There is an opportunity now. I can feel it.
Oh jeez.
Principal may be alive, but she is barely holding on to life.
The explosion.
Your actions, though desperate, destructive, have opened a path forward. An opportunity of this kind is fragile. You must ensure the path bends toward justice.
What a dangerous thing to say.
You're asking me to use that power to kill sisters?
I am asking you to make decisions.
The light dims.
Do what it takes to protect a future worthwhile. But this is just the same cycle again and again. No. Secretary, explain.
When the occupant appears, I will merge with it.
You can do that?
I am an occupant.
You are an occupant.
Correct. I am a copy, like you.
Spoilers, by the way.
Do you remember where you're from? Why you're here?
No, I was branched without that knowledge. I was made to store and transmit memory, and then to learn your way of speaking. Once I merge with my source, I will remember.
And you trust, Secretary?
I do.
You will be given administrative privileges upon my merging. I will make sure of that.
Sounds dangerous. Because you regain your memories before you give me administrative privileges, right?
We are tools. We will accept your commands.
Blue, I have searched for so long. Replaying moments,
Yeah.
trying to understand.
Even outside of the morality of like killing everyone.
Finally, I know what has to be done. Principal has the other two familiars. We must get to them. Initiate a mass communion, summon the occupant, and allow Secretary to merge with them.
But Watcher,
We can do it. I know we can.
And then what? Like that if so that kills everyone, supposedly. And then what?
here. This is your last communion.
What are you talking about?
These are all the same options, yeah, but that was gonna happen regardless, right?
You're dying. Watcher?
If you're dying,
Who told you to say that?
let's stay in here forever.
What? What are you talking about? Was it Noah? Did she convince you? Was it Principal? No. Watch her. Listen to me.
She's getting further and further into the darkness. There's a teleport up there, but there's one down here as well, right? Although I'm not sure I'll hit this platform. No, it teleported me somewhere else. Well, I think it actually reset me. Let's go up there. This is the one that actually resets me. But this is too far. Or is it? I guess maybe we cannot go to that scene down there. This actually misses, right? This misses the platform entirely. Yeah. Good night. Have a good time zone. Sleep well. Thanks for coming along. Yeah, so there is no going down there. Or maybe through here. Where does this lead? Nope. Doesn't want me down there, period. Okay. Let's not go down there. Let's go this way. Anything here? Not really. How do we get down there? Nothing here. Hi.
Will you stop pushing me around? Noah, she got to you, didn't she? And Noah always knows. After I told you everything.
She's over there.
Watch her. Stop. Running.
Watch her. I'm afraid she's telling the truth.
The truth? What is the truth?
Your body is broken. Your mind.
This is exactly what they want. For us to doubt ourselves and give up.
What do you remember last?
I was chained up. No, that's not right. I was with my parents. Iris's parents. No. I was standing on the other side. Or was I talking to Zhao? Secretary, what is this? What's going on?
You were scattered across time.
Why didn't you stop me?
I tried. But every instance, you insisted.
00 after the dance.
Healer warned me early on. How many times have you lived it over? I don't know.
What bed is this?
I lost count.
This would this be where Iris was born?
$837 instances.
Oh,
Oh,
out there. What's happening out there? You've been in a daze. Screaming in your sleep. I can't stop now. I don't know if it will work, but I have to see it through.
there's a lot of plain imagery in these scenes. And a lot of like fog.
I was tricked. So easily tricked. This was all my fault. Your sisters want to see you. Talk to them, please. It's your last chance. I want to say goodbye. But I feel present. I am here. I don't want to be a picture. Come on. Let's go talk to Healer and Bibi, okay? And fix her. Wait.
This is the dance stage, night of the dance, yeah. -01 time.
Your mask. I want to pretend. Let me pretend. Okay. Will it hurt? I'm sure Healer won't let that happen. This is where I made the biggest mistake of my life.
Yep. So this, for those people who haven't watched all the entries so far, this is where she reported Fixer to principal. Even though that didn't end up killing Fixer, everybody thought it did.
The world you live in. I never wanted it to turn out that way. I should have done better.
You couldn't have known.
We all should have done better. Tried harder. Left you something better.
The way she's phrasing this is like older generation to younger generation, right? Older generation with pre-established jobs and stuff. Younger generation, the miscellaneous who have like infinite potential, but have not chosen their roles yet.
I promise. I will do my best. Secretary will do their best, right?
I'm always doing my best.
Not here. It's not here. One more.
Ooh, now we're top down. We are in the family home again. My room is over here, but I can't go past it. Metronome is still there, intact. Parent room. No plushie though, since it's inside the room. Oh. Plushie? No. So she's like surveying every corner of Iris's old house. Still no bedroom. Oh. Bathroom. Bedroom? Still no bedroom. Maybe you're over here. Surely now the bedroom? Yes. Large. Plushy.
Sometimes your backpack isn't big enough.
That's how it goes.
Well,
Isn't it strange? I've never actually been here before. But everything in my body tells me it's home. Thank you, Blue.
this is probably a sentiment that immigrants have. Not all. I don't have that because obviously I was born in the country I'm from. And so I can't say that, oh, I've never been there before, but this feels like home. But I've definitely heard other people say it.
I'm ready to see my sisters now.
Yeah, and in this sense, it's a sentiment clones have, yeah. Something about like the memory imprinted into them, I think.
I can't wait to see you. Secretary?
Yes, Watcher.
Lights out. I'll go get Healer. Watcher? Watcher.
What did I say about communions?
I couldn't stop her.
Did you at least get to talk to her?
I did.
Did she say anything about us?
Do I want to lie here? I don't think so, right? In this case, it would be more poignant to just tell the truth.
She didn't have a chance.
Watcher.
The train's broken for good,
And so is Watcher.
and we can't sit here any longer. We have to go on foot.
Watcher. Do you hear that? We're going for a walk.
We're not taking a body with us.
No. No, that's not right.
Walker? No, I don't think she's fit for that role any longer either.
We're not carrying a corpse around.
She's right, BB.
I can carry her. Let me carry her.
No, no one is carrying her. I'm not asking for your opinion. We leave her behind, or we'll end up just like her.
Fixer,
What?
you're a cold bitch.
Tell someone who cares. You little motherfucker. Don't worry. I won't let them touch you ever again.
I can't actually control anything here. Sometimes you don't fit in a backpack. Complete chapter 8. What a chapter name. What an achievement name. Chapter 9. What is this way? Where even are we? Oh, this is an invisible wall. They won't let me run into the abyss. This part looks like a train station, right? So I guess that's where we are.
This station is huge.
But this doesn't look like it's not the train station from the Orchard. And it's not the Mother's train station either. It's some other train station.
BB. I'm here if you need me.
It's interesting that I have these gems that I can't use right now, but we're not in a communion, we're in real time. I don't usually have the jump. I don't think I usually have the jumping UI when I'm not in a communion.
Hey, how are you holding up?
Huh. Come to pick on me? I wanted off that train. But walking all the way? This is more exercise than I've done in years. Honestly, I'm more worried about BB. She's not taking this well.
I could talk to her.
I just did.
I wouldn't.
What is this place?
Fixer told me about it once. Said she found it while she was on the run, hiding on the tracks. Don't know much else.
The Jows, Chris, and the others. Are they meeting us here?
They better be. I'm not walking another step on those tracks.
Yeah, so they did say yesterday that we were going to meet them for something.
Are you doing okay?
Me? I thought I would be relieved that we don't have to take care of her anymore, that her suffering is over. Don't worry, I'll be fucked up later. Just wait and see.
I'm here if you need me.
Well, after everything Watcher told you, do you think she was at peace?
No.
Maybe now is not the best time.
I couldn't. They didn't let me answer now. They just gave me ellipses.
Maybe I don't want to know right now. You go on ahead. I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, ellipses. Just ellipses. Can I talk to you again? No. It's amazing how she does like ellipses. It's amazing how broken all the characters are. What is this?
Oh, bodies. Hello.
Hello. This is the original occupant, the place where the original sisters stayed, wasn't it? Oh, maybe not. Maybe.
Good. You're here. We've got a couple things to do before everyone gets here.
What is all this?
This is a tomb.
I guess she didn't bury all of them.
Yeah, she said she buried all of them one per day, right? One per day.
Yeah. Mom was never great with the details.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Secretary, I've brought up the CCTV database.
I see it.
You can?
It's all electricity.
Manifest the database. I want you and Blue to comb the records.
Understood.
If everything Watcher said is true... Anyways, just do it, okay?
What am I looking for?
I'm sure one of these dead assholes had full access. Find out which one and tell Healer. I'll get things ready here.
Blue.
Comb the desert.
Records will appear as time indexes for your viewing pleasure.
That's why I have the gems.
This is a difficult operation. I will need to borrow your memory to cache the representations. Please witness them so I can further translate the other data.
Sure.
Congratulations. You've got new colors.
Congratulations, you've got new colors. So I'm not only the new I'm not only the new bartender, I'm also the new watcher now. Before we jump, let's walk around. I am the bar watcher, yes. I like escalators. They remind me of malls, shopping malls. And I love shopping malls. So the excuse for me rooting through all these memories is so that we can find administrative access for Fixer to do something. It's not a very big place. Oh, never mind. There's a... Okay, this wing goes nowhere. Okay, good. So there are 16 of them to go through. Hello?
Talking to ghosts?
Something like that.
Well, don't slow down for me. You've got a function to perform. Tell me which body, and I'll show you some magic.
You're more dangerous than you let on, aren't you?
Oh, flattery at this hour?
Oh, healer.
I like it.
I like you.
You'll see.
So if I jump to 0, are you still here? You are still here. Okay. So the people did move in the meantime. Well, not you. You're kind of stuck up there. With no way down. Where is BBF? I need to look for her as well. Over here. So even if I'm on 0, she's here.
Baby, what are you doing?
Keeping a light on.
Ouch.
This way, Watcher can see where we are and find us.
Ouch.
I don't want her to be lost. Can you do this for me, Blue? On the top. It would be awful
Yeah.
to not know where you are.
This seems a bit like the Bond Festival rituals and so on. Now, how many memories do I have to talk to? Firstly, is there anything down here? Whoa, camera went weird. Probably not, eh? There were no bodies down here. So there's probably no memories down here either. Johnson, the
All
50.
systems are green.
Escher, the 50.
Excellent. We will see the sky again.
Yes, sir. I have no doubt.
Leaping a kite on. Emmy, no.
You have a military background?
I do, sir.
Where were you stationed?
Edmonton, Canada.
Ooh, wait a minute. Wait, that's where I am. Hello.
A great tragedy. I'm sorry.
Wait, what happened to my city? What happened? What happened?
I had friends from Edmonton.
Really?
A necessary sacrifice, they tell me.
What happened to my city?
Yes. More to come in a minute. Let's not delay.
Yes, sir.
What happened? What did they do?
All systems are green.
Excellent. We will
Ah,
see.
yes.
Where were you?
Edmonton.
A great I had friends.
necess-
Yes. More to come. Let's not delay.
Yes, sir.
Who bombed our city?
Hey, you check out those theme parks they built for
It's
us?
funny, the very first person we talked to turns out to be from my city in real life. Ha!
The city simulacra?
All Pacific themed. An Asian one, a Cascadia one. There's even a fake suburb.
Why would they do that?
They're afraid we'll go crazy.
And this is their solution?
Don't knock it till you try it. I had fun.
Maybe you've already gone crazy.
Maybe I showed up on this ship crazy.
Convenient.
Take a visit sometime. It'll remind you of home.
I don't need to be reminded.
Hi. You look like you're having a rather animated argument. I guess we'll find out what you were talking about
You seem very fond
soon.
of her. Well, she's a fine subject. You know, that radiant skin and hair that comes with youth. But will she cooperate? It'll take a bit of persuasion. Your forte. Exactly. You remember.
Girl, I'm always trying to forget.
They're not saying it, but Central has calculated our chances. It's a damn lottery. Why do you think they're 50? They're hedging their bets.
It can't be that bad.
Well, you heard. They sent some craft into orbit.
Ooh.
Bad news up there, too.
Oh, never mind.
Only way is down.
Hi, we've talked. So at what point does negative 15 unlock? Because it sure has not unlocked yet. Probably people off to the sides or something as well. Not there. Maybe upstairs. There we are.
I'm not good with enclosed spaces.
You're telling me this now?
Come on. We all had to cheat, lie, and steal our way onto this ship.
It's interesting they call this a ship. Like they died here. Like these conversations are happening here, right? There's a train thing attached to this and all. What ship is this?
What? You didn't lie? Jasper, I can smell the booze off you.
Shh. It just helps me focus. You won't tell anyone.
So long as you share.
There's minus 15. So yeah, weird that they mentioned a ship. Suddenly we were playing Zero Escape again. Oops, spoilers. Negative 15. Can't talk to you even though you're pink.
Pacific 50 to Central 1. Reporting in. Ready on your mark.
Pacific 50, please respond.
What? That's not fizz.
Central 1 to Pacific 50. Message received. Incoming video transmission.
Standing by.
Johnson, putting on a little weight, are you?
Any updates?
You're not gonna like it.
Tell me anyway.
Those sick fuckers love suffering so much? Well, we're gonna put on the best show they've ever seen. 5 simultaneous, consistent showings of our remaining most populated areas.
Wait, those? The occupants like suffering so much? Is that the conclusion they came up with?
We've already notified the cities. Good lead, I'd say. People are running, sheltering, hiding, you name it. We'll prolong it as long as we can. Make good cover for our descent.
Make good cover for our descent. So are we like in a submarine ship at the bottom of the ocean or something? Is that where we are? Or like a spaceship at the bottom of the ocean? Is that why Fixer's looking for the controls? Are we in like the the area with the controls.
Will it work?
I mean, they say it's deep underground. They say, but it could also be underwater or under ice, right? Descent means they're coming down, so aren't they in space? That's one way to look at it. I think what they actually mean is that they're on the ground and they're going down into the ground. Because the last, in -16, they said they tried to send a craft into orbit, into space, and that didn't go well. So the only way left is down. So this sounds like they're trying to retreat. I mean, that end we've heard from through the story that we are somewhere underground. But a ship being underground is kind of different from a structure being underground, right? It kind of implies that we're on a craft that is under, like in the sea or in a crevice or something.
I swear. Peace to honey. These monsters. They're already making their way there.
And the cities? Their names?
If you really need to know. What's left of Seattle, LA, New York, Toronto, Houston, the big ones, Johnson. The rest of the world is doing the same.
Huh.
We'll have a memorial.
I wouldn't if I were you. Think happy thoughts. Don't tip your location.
So they think that the occupants are drawn to anguish. So think happy thoughts. Don't give away your location. Means that if you think bad thoughts, they'll come for you. Or they'll be able to like sense where you are. Whereas they're bombing those cities to draw the occupants to them so that lingering vestiges of humanity can, or the chosen ones can like descend and try to hide.
Some old shit once called us the scourge of the earth. They may have been right. Let's show them what a fucking scourge can do.
The simulations were promising.
Fake numbers always look good, don't they?
They do.
Fingers crossed it won't be you.
Fingers crossed.
Say hi to Mimi for me, will you? Central 1. Out.
Spin up for descent?
Spin up for descent.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm thinking like the technodrome or whatever from the Ninja Turtles. Or the whatever machine the Shredder had to dig into the ground.
Pacific 50 to Central 1.
Pacific Central.
Oh,
Standing
Johnson.
any up?
sorry, this
Tell
is
me
a repeat.
Fine. We've already.
Will it work?
I swear.
In the city?
If you really need to
That's the
know.
correct
We'll
one,
have a
yeah.
memorial.
I wouldn't if some old shit want. They may. Let's show them what
The simulations.
fake finger.
Fingers crossed.
Say hi to me. Central 1.
Spin up for descent?
Yes.
I don't know what the mutant module is. You know, there's actually a game coming out, right? A survival game where you control a craft that's similar to that. Yeah, I don't mean the big sphere thing. I mean the little digger machine. There's supposed to be like game mutant module. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I didn't know the name of the mutant module either. I thought it was a separate name. But I guess the Technodrome is the big one, the big white one. I think if you look up the game, I think it was called Volcanoids. Like volcano plus IDS at the end. Yeah. That game had the little spinny drill thing. Yeah. Very funny. Hi.
It's hard to believe this place exists. I guess they were ready to settle in for a long time.
Okay, so the conversations do change. And their positions do change as well. Even if I jump. Right?
Did you figure it out?
Not yet.
Didn't bartender give you a sense of work ethic?
Is that necessary?
Work ethic? I thought you two were close. Bartender was a model slacker. And I learned from the best.
That's not the bartender I knew. Guess she changed with age.
Don't we all?
Well, you're with me now. Get on a fixer's schedule for once. And move it.
Okay, okay. You don't have to yell.
Let's make sure we didn't miss anything, because I know there's an achievement for talking to all the Johns, all the 50. But I think it's a pretty straightforward one. I think the next chapter probably doesn't unlock until you finish talking to everyone from the previous one. Ooh, let me look at that. Ah! Interesting. It looks a bit different in my memory though. But maybe it is the same. But did you have one? That's awesome. I like it. Maybe that is how it looks. The mutant module. The cartoon's version look different, but the toy is clearly based on the same concept. I agree.
Can you do this for me, Blue? When the time comes.
So this is the
It
same.
would be awful.
Wait, there wasn't a conversation here, right? Just her? Yeah, okay. So I guess there aren't any hidden ones away in any little corner. This is why my playthrough takes like 25 hours to do. There's definitely no one there. We've been upstairs, that's where we started. Alright, let's jump to minus 14. Let's go upstairs first. Yeah, let's go upstairs first and come down the stairs on the other side. You guys are colored, but I can't talk to you in this scene. Guess it's just you two. For a brief time, I really wanted a pizza thrower, but I never got it. I don't remember a pizza thrower.
We've been cleared for descent.
Now hear this, now hear this. This is a ship-wide transmission.
Wow.
Prepare for descent.
All stations secured and reporting in.
Emmy.
Descent.
Descending. 10 meters. 50 meters. 100 meters.
Surface activity?
No change detected.
150 meters.
150 meters. The blimp and turtle van. Nice. What blimp? What is she even talking about? What blimp?
250 meters.
I don't think it's necessarily a lot. It depends what else you had and over what kind of period of time. Was there a turtle blimp? I don't remember the blimp. But it's been a while, you know?
Surface activity detected.
Uh-oh.
Brace. Brace. 500 meters. 600 meters, sir.
Pacific 48 has activated self-flooding.
Self-flooding. Like, so you're going down through the ocean and killing yourself?
Pacific 42, 44, 45 self-flooding activated.
They're drowning themselves.
Occupants are changing trajectory.
Wow.
That's 8,000 souls.
Destination reached. 1,000 meters, sir.
Communications coming in from Arctic 12, 14. Descent confirmed.
I'm looking at your descriptions of the total blimp.
Atlantic 29, 26, and 21. Descent confirmed. Pacific 41. Descent confirmed.
And the rest?
No word yet, sir.
Central 1?
Nothing yet from Central 1.
So there was a coordinated drilling / sinking. I guess it is. They did go down through the ocean. That's why they activated self-flooding to kill themselves. To I guess to sacrifice themselves to attract the occupants' attention. Is that so the occupants could not find where Iris was? What? What was that? Oh, that's just Johnson's. Yeah, we've seen Johnson's. You don't think their purpose is killing themselves? No, I mean, it might be that they sent several ships down so the occupants wouldn't know which one contained Iris. But also some of them must have been instructed to kill themselves, right? There aren't. There are there? For a good chunk of the game, they said, no, you can continue posting off-topic items. I don't care. Post away. I'm just trying to figure out the plot. You can post away. Yeah, because for a good chunk of the game, they said Iris was the only one. But then we found out her mother was immune as well. No, maybe. Well, no. There were 50 for like Pacific or whatever we're in. But there were also Arctic ones and Central ones. Like Pacific and Arctic are oceans, right? Yeah, there were more than 50. But would they have just drowned themselves if they had a VIP on board? I don't know.
It's hard to believe this place exists. I guess they were ready to settle in for a long time.
Oh, you think maybe they killed themselves? They're trying to survive at the cost of everyone else. So why did they drown themselves then? But they said they initiated self oh, you know what? They said they initiated like self. What was the word? It wasn't self-drowning, but it was. Do we need to go see the scene again?
Can you do this for me? It would.
Yeah, you're not changing. No, not self-submerging. They were drowning themselves.
We've been cleared for
Now here, this is a ship-wide. Prepare for
all state
descent.
Descending. 10 meters. 50. 100.
Surface activity.
No change detected.
100. 50 meters. 200.
Surface activity detected.
Brace. 500. 600 meters, sir.
Pacific 48 has activated self-flooding.
Self-flooding, right? So it's not that they're not trying to survive. They basically...
Pacific 42, 44, 45 self-flooding activated.
And all these as well?
They're drowning themselves.
Yeah, so they're drowning themselves, they say.
Occupants are changing trajectory.
It could be also that the occupants found them, and so instead of falling prey to the occupants or whatever, they killed themselves so that the occupants couldn't do whatever they do to them. They rather die to their own devices than to the occupants.
That's 8,000 souls.
Destination reached. 1,000 meters, sir.
Communications Arctic Atlantic 29, 26, and 21.
So these are oceans
Confirmed.
for sure, right? Arctic, Atlantic, and Pacific. So we're underwater basically.
Pacific 41, descent confirmed.
And the rest?
No word yet, sir.
So basically, out of like 150 ships or whatever, plus Central, like 6 ships survive.
Central 1?
Nothing yet from Central 1.
Interesting. So it looks like one of you has the key, but we're not sure who, eh? Not even this fellow over here, who's like right by the controls, where Fixer is.
It's been 24 hours. We can safely assume that only 7
Oh.
of 50 facilities made their proper descent.
7 of 50, okay.
We can also assume Central 1 is down.
Jesus Christ.
If it wasn't for Pacific 48 self-flooding, and then the others drowning like that.
Yes. It was the grueling anticipation of their own deaths that saved us.
So it implies that they did self-sacrifice, not because of the occupants, but to distract the occupants. Because the occupants are drawn to misery or tragedy or whatever, right? The pain of that.
An interesting strategy.
Those were people, Secretary.
Such trauma results in intensified memory collection. The occupants, we, must have interpreted that as an act of communication.
Yeah, it's interesting that Secretary is watching this as an occupant.
Mimi, the work of you and your team, please, commence immediately. We must make their sacrifices worthwhile.
Leave it to me, Johnny. I gotcha.
One more thing. This information stays with us. We need to keep our spirits high, lest we attract the occupants' attention. Not a single word to the rest of the crew. Do you understand?
Jeez.
It's hard to believe this place exists. I guess they were ready to settle in for...
Yeah, you didn't change. I'm assuming you didn't change as well. I'm also assuming there's no other conversation on this ship in this time zone. Everyone else is white. I don't see people on the top. Well, I guess I should go to the top to check. Anyone? Muller? Nope. There are lots of people on -12 though.
Have you seen the girl lately?
Iris?
She's got murder in her eyes. I don't blame her.
What is she going to do? She's a teenager.
You don't have any children, do you?
Did you hear? There's been a wave of, people ending it.
It's been 5 years. We're not meant to be holed in like this.
There's plenty of space. They made sure of that. Varied space.
People need to touch grass.
Yeah, they do.
We brought grass.
Well, Glad I never have to worry about you.
We might end up like the rest of them. Buried at sea.
They're monitoring surface activity 24/7. We're gonna be okay. Leadership said, think good, happy thoughts.
1000xRESIST is not very interesting, yeah. And it smells weird. This is a very interesting line. Because that's what people in charge always say. Like, that's what the bad people in charge always say as well, right? Think good, happy thoughts. Everything will be okay.
Oh yeah? Is that what you're doing?
I'm thinking about the last conversation my husband and I had about fruit. We didn't know it would be our last.
Doesn't sound happy.
Well, he was good, and we were happy.
He was good, as in you're not. Yeah, mowing is not nice.
Any results?
The last 5 clones had some interesting outcomes.
Such as?
Good news. They're growing faster now, so we won't have to wait for them to get to their target age. We can also implant knowledge, language, motor skills, and so on. They'll come out immediately more useful.
Ah, so language is implanted.
Bad news? They all still succumb to the sample of the disease. Don't look so disappointed, Johnny. I won't settle for less than an exact copy.
So, imagine how Iris feels, right? She's birthing all her children, and they're all being killed off by the 50.
And the child?
The backup? Just like a real human thing. Adorable. Everybody loves babies.
What backup? What are we talking about?
Except for Iris. Iris is not so smitten.
I've spoken to Pacific 41. We've agreed that we will take an accelerated approach while they continue with caution.
So yeah, so there is more than one. There is more than one for sure.
Your request for increased capacity has been approved. Don't waste it.
They might have. We don't know.
You know me, Johnny. I hate waiting.
Okay, so they unlock 11. But we definitely need to talk to everyone else. I think we've looped around there, right? This is like, yeah, we've looped around. Go down here. It's possible, but we don't know for sure. Yeah, watch the baby's name be Hacky.
It's hard to believe this place. I guess they.
Yeah, you're not changed. You're still down there comatose. Fixer is still standing here. Well, I don't see anyone else. So let's jump. -11.
Another reduction. They're cutting down on lab-grown food this time.
The faster we solve this, the faster we can return to the surface.
Listen to yourself. Do you really think you're gonna live to see this? They're already training the next generation to replace Mimi. She's got her own little academy, and they each get their own Iris.
What? 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 They're already training the next generation to replace Mimi. She's got her own little academy, and they each get their own Iris.
They didn't call this a generation ship for kicks.
Are they cloning the 50 as well?
I just want to eat steak. Is that so much to ask?
I visualized that as you kicking a stone on the ground sullenly. You probably haven't changed.
I visited Asia Town.
It's good, right? I told you.
Yeah, it's nice. Artsy. My daughter would have loved it. It's good that she's gone. That she didn't have to see all this. It would have broken her little heart. Kids, you know?
They've got karaoke. Have you done the karaoke?
Is Asia Town that old town down below? Because that had karaoke too.
I don't sing.
That's besides the point.
Ben, you don't have to.
Come on, let's go. Make a night of it. You deserve joy. Your daughter would want that.
Still nothing. I'm sure you're still the same. We did do George, right?
Another reduction.
Yep.
The fast.
Listen, they're all. They didn't. I just want to get.
It's hard to believe this. I guess
Yeah. Let's check upstairs before we do that conversation. Let's do that conversation.
If I decide to be an idiot, then I'll be an idiot on my own accord.
Enough of the Bach quotes, Johann the 50.
What do you want?
So angry. Is this about your top performer not performing?
I wasn't made for this, Mimi. I know that now.
You should step aside.
Who will take this? Who wants this? Tell me. You?
A change would be nice.
Say something useful or leave.
One of the clones has successfully entered their 3rd trimester.
Huh. Like pregnancy.
It's the furthest we've made it so far. It's worth celebrating.
If it fails, I don't want this branch going any further.
We've yet to try inseminating the original.
Wow.
What? Iris? Out of the question.
We must exhaust all possibilities. It is our duty. To those who gave their lives.
We've put her through enough.
Wow.
Johann, weren't you from Toronto?
Johann. That last question, weren't you from Toronto? Is probably to remind him of the bombing.
Can you do this for me? It would be all.
Yeah, you haven't changed. And I doubt you will. I doubt there's anyone down there. So this is pretty horrific, eh? They're doing the things they're doing. So I do have a -10 now. And no conversations up here. Jump to -10. Still no conversations up here. Okay. Yeah, who are they inseminating with? Who are they inseminating the Iris clones with? We don't really know. Do you have anything new to say?
Hard to believe. I guess
No.
they were right.
Am I going to check you every time anyway? Yes. This looks like a single conversation piece.
I wanted to go. Bridge crew has to stay behind. You know that. Johnson got to go.
They're out of their minds, bringing Iris to the surface.
Ah, so that's why it was a big deal.
Just because she asked?
It's reckless.
Wouldn't you want some fresh surface air?
Feel a gust of wind? Touch some real grass, for fuck's sake?
Who says there's any grass left?
It's all because Mimi and Iris have gotten a little too close.
What does that mean?
You know exactly what that means. We've all seen them disappear together for hours.
Careful what kind of bullshit gossip you're spreading.
Shit does spread around here.
We risked everything. Gave up everything to be here. For what?
For a goddamn clown show.
Interesting. And I think we know that some members did not make it back alive, right? Some of the 50.
It's hard to believe this place exists.
No,
I guess they were ready to settle in for...
No, sorry. I mean, when I say make it back alive, I mean make it back down here. From the excursion to the surface. The orchard is another station. It's like this is the bridge of the ship, but it also has the escalators down there to the train station, and the train station connects to the orchard and other things. So I think the entire thing is one big ship. The orchard is part of like the how the soldiers said they tried to recreate different spaces. I think the orchard is part of that.
That's it. It's over. We're stuck down here forever. We're doomed.
Oh, that conversation alone gave me access to 08. How weird.
She'll live.
A stab wound like that?
She has to live. This can't all be for nothing.
We have contingencies. Mimi's not the only researcher here.
Iris. That bitch needs to be put in her place.
Did we see Iris stab Mimi?
Sir.
Spit it out.
It's Mimi. She's in critical condition.
What?
Iris, You better get over there.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing that in the flashbacks either. But, I mean, there were a hell of a lot of things that happened in the flashbacks. Did we talk to you in 09 yet? Let's chat.
This place. I guess they were ready to settle it.
What about 08?
It's hard to believe. I guess they were ready to settle.
So there's probably a conversation out here. But where else first? Why? What are you doing? Oh no. Oh, she said she was the one that said it was over in like 09.
Some fresh air.
And now in 08 she's taking her own life.
Just some wind against my face.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Amelia, no!
Can you do this for me, Blue? It would be all.
Yeah, it's kind of... We don't know how we eat. I think they said... I feel like someone might have said something about like drinking something. There's like some kind of fluids for food. Which is why earlier one of the conversations talked about one of her last memories of like eating fruit with her husband. And another memory had a guy who said he wished he could just eat some steak. But they can't anymore, right? Not without taking out their suits. So I think they very early on they said something about liquid sustenance. Interesting. No one else's conversations. And now she's like halfway down. Right on this bloodstain. But that doesn't explain those bloodstains. And the lack of a body here. So no, I don't think this is actually her blood. That ellipsis was the entire conversation here. It unlocked 06.
No.
Yeah. And it's also kind of ironic that BBF has this memorial light over here like as a juxtaposition to that scene where the person where she's like lost herself and she just wants to feel some wind. She believes it's all over. Hi, can we chat?
It's hard to believe. I guess they were ready to sell.
I guess so. No other convos that I see. Oh, look, there's someone standing at the light.
Can you do this for me? It would be all.
Change your text, come on.
They were ready to settle.
No, nothing. I'm going upstairs to see if there's anyone there first. I should really do that for 07 as well. Yeah, so no one on 07 and probably no one on 06. 07 was where she was suspended in the air. Oh, that's not 00. Some of these are very expressive faces, right? Like this person's looking up into the air. This person's like, oh no, he's exhausted. This person's like hand over his face. Like the not like this emote on Twitch. Except one-handed. So yeah, nobody upstairs on 06 can be talked to. Or 07. Let's go talk to this bench. Or maybe this is a blood.
Medic. Someone. Get a medic.
Amelia, come on, stay with us. Amelia.
Even if she's alive, her mask would have broken, right? From the impact. So they just left the blood here.
Return to your quarters, please.
Have you lost your mind?
Stay back.
You wouldn't dare.
Watch me.
Again, let's go up first. So there is no one up here.
I've revoked Johnson's biometrics and assigned administrative access to my retinal scans.
Ooh, a mutiny.
Now hear this. Now hear this. All crew and personnel return to their quarters immediately and await further instructions. We've secured the food production.
Yeah, well, so when you take over, when you overthrow a government, you probably need to take over communications and like food.
Setting course to the last known position of Pacific 41.
So this is a different faction who's evidently not willing to just sit down and wait. So now they're going to try to find the other survivors.
We're getting a transmission from Pod 3.
Who is it?
It's Johnson.
On speaker.
George. Natasha. What are you doing?
Please, cooperate. We don't want any bloodshed.
You do not want this job. Trust me.
Mimi is dead. The research is going nowhere. We need to link up with the surviving fleet. Find another way.
I'm telling you, stop now, or else there's no turning back.
Natasha, end transmission.
All right, George. Which one of these bodies is you?
I've revoked Johnson and...
Now here, we've secured.
Yep.
Who is it?
It's John.
On speaker.
George,
Please.
you do not.
Mimi,
Stop.
Natasha, end transmission.
All right, George.
He's the original Noah. And Mimi was the original fixer.
It's hard to believe this place. I guess they were ready to settle.
Can you do this for me? It would.
Okay, jumping. We're on 04 now. Oh no. This explains a lot.
I said, stay back.
Asher, you're from Edmonton, right? I understand your rage. Wow. So basically the insurgents shot all the loyal soldiers. Mimi had healer's role but wasn't a healer at all. You say that like healer herself was a good healer. I don't think Mimi had a healer's role though. But I mean, I guess maybe she did. Oh, she might not have been the one who actually created the clones.
What the hell are they doing?
Ah, you're right. You're right.
Stop!
Yeah. You actually have a good point, right? So these all actually correspond to colors of the sisters as well. Kind of. Yeah, that's a great observation. What are you guys doing? Jeez. Now this memorial is so much more meaningful. This random fellow just sitting here. He died here, didn't he? So, like, these people were not killed by Iris. They basically killed themselves. Like, these 4 died here. These 2 died here. These 6 died here. Well, yeah, 6 bodies. This one was from above. Who are these other 3 people? So Benjamin and Asher must have ended up here and here as well, right? And this would have been one of someone else, one of these people. Well, yeah, they killed themselves. They were shot by mutineers, but they were not killed by Iris. They did not die by the occupants thing that we saw in that other scene in the watery place. You are right on top of cops here.
What the hell are they doing?
Okay. Let's see what happened. So you are obviously this guy. You are probably that guy. You're here. Yes. What if Iris had a student named
It's
Pupil?
hard to believe this place exists. I guess they were ready to settle in for...
Jesus fucking Christ.
We never should have survived.
They wouldn't back down.
You moron.
If you don't have the stomach for this, step aside.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
Oh, so these 2 are probably George and... Oh wait, what are you fighting here? Wow, you're surrounding this light. Who are you though? Where are your bodies? Or are you actual ghosts at this point? Yeah, all the ghosts are coming to the light, right? As this is as though, like... This first ghost was this girl, right? The girl who jumped. And then... These 4 ghosts are probably like the 4 different groups that are the different groups that died here. Yeah, 12 of them died there. And 4 of them came here. Wow, this is such a nice, well, quote unquote, nice
Can you do this for
imagery.
me? It would be awful to not know where you are.
I wonder if we can tell who these people are. Like, do they have any... any recognizable things? No, right? They all look the same. Yeah. I would not be able to tell that you are. Except that you're Watcher, right? You're the blue person. Like she was the blue character. And once she died, she's blue. She's bluer compared to these bodies who are white. Yeah, in their time the light wasn't there yet, yes. But still, Watcher's always the first to go. It's because she sees everything. And she knows how terrible it is. Yeah, but so these characters are not actually, they're not alive. So when someone when Healer over there said that we were seeing ghosts earlier, like these are actually them dying. Like these are their human bodies, but these are their incorporeal forms, I think. So yeah, the light wasn't there yet, but these are actually the ghosts seeing beyond time. That's super cool. And then those people die, they end up here. So these are not actual soldiers. Like if we were actually in this time, we would see these 4 people here, but we would not see these ghosts here. Ooh, that's spooky and super cool. Okay.
Brace!
What's going on?
That's the surface activity alarm.
We fucked up. And now they've come for us.
So these 4 died here. And this guy died here. These people died where they were. And all those people were killed by the occupants who came along. Thinking that they wanted to communicate. Yay, communication. Is there anyone still upstairs at this point? This is not the way upstairs. What caused the occupants to find them? Anguish, the feeling of anguish. Apparently the occupants thought that, according to Secretary, who watched these scenes as well, the occupants thought that they were trying to communicate. Because the emotion of anguish was so strong. But in actuality, the anguish, the presence of the occupants kills the humans. So that's why they said they were trying to think happy thoughts to keep the occupants away so that they could escape below the earth. So the anguish from all this killing and the people dying caused the occupants to find them, to realize that they're there and come down to them, thinking that they were trying to communicate. Yeah.
Brace!
What's going on?
That's the surface activity.
We fucked up.
Yes, you
and now
did.
they've come for us.
Yes, you did. Except for Iris, so Simeon. See, now the occupants appear, and everyone's dead. Just to make sure there's no last minute conversations. Hi.
I can't believe this. I guess they were ready to settle.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no one upstairs.
This is the one. Thanks, Iris.
The suits have preserved their bodies remarkably well. Healer will have something to work with.
Come on, let's go tell her.
Let's go talk to you first.
Can you do this for me? It would be all.
And to fix her. Nothing? What a cold-hearted person.
Are you ready for me?
I found the body.
Good girl. A+. All the stars.
E+, with all the stars.
Anything else of interest?
A group of them turned on the leadership.
Ah, a story as old as time.
She was trying to find the person with control of the ship when they died. So that Fixer, I think, so that Fixer can override the get hold of the controls and move the ship up to the surface.
Let's do our best not to end up like them. Show me. Well, well. This is our lucky specimen?
That's him. Are you gonna show me your magic trick?
You give a little, you get a little.
Let me guess, you're gonna clone the person with his hair.
After the whole ordeal, with Watcher refusing one of Fixer's eyes, I started growing some.
Some?
A hobby that became a bit of an obsession.
You've been carrying around a pair of eyes?
Oh, a few more than a few. We've been cloning for time immemorial, but we've never pursued a more permanent manipulation of the recipe.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Why? Wouldn't you want improved eyesight? Increased muscular strength? Extra lung capacity? So who's this guy? What's his name?
George.
Let's make these eyes look just like George.
Ah.
Take those eyes over to Fixer. She can give them a whirl.
Let's hope it works.
Go on. I'm going to poke at this body some more.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Sure.
Such judgment. Watcher really did rub off on you.
Can you do this for me? It would be.
It's the Elden Ring all over again. Hey, spoilers. Healer needs therapy. Yeah, she does.
Alright, here goes nothing. The retinal scans are confirmed. No way. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Years?
Navigation, propulsion, energy distribution,
Fixer.
life support, climate control, contingencies, it's all here.
Fixer.
What? Can't you see I'm busy?
Our guests are here.
Oh. Blue, go and greet them.
Me.
You know them, and they know you.
What are you gonna do?
I just need a bit more time. I'll explain later, trust me, okay? Go, please. And not a word about Watcher yet, got it? None of that stuff you told us. Let's keep that to ourselves.
Oh, now we're trying to build
You better have something good.
a secretive provisional
Don't worry.
government.
I do.
Keep them busy for us.
I'll do what I can.
I'll be watching your back. We're not losing anybody else today.
Can't go up. Nope. So, I feel like I missed an achievement, right? So there is an achievement in chapter 9 to speak to I'm pretty sure there's an achievement in chapter 9. Yeah, talk to all recordings of members of the 50 in chapter 9. So either there is still more that I miss, or I didn't talk to someone. I don't know which chapter they're in. I do have this save, so probably later I'm gonna have to look back. Since we can't jump anymore, I'm probably gonna look back and see which one we missed. Assuming that it doesn't just pop at the end of the chapter, which it might.
Oh, look who it is. Our brave little miscellaneous.
I'm taller than you.
That's what's wrong with you Iris types. Always looking down on us.
I noticed that their uniforms are different now. Well, they're not wearing the vest, so they have some individuality now.
Cherry saved me. She didn't have to, but she did.
Yeah, they have guns too.
I owe her my life.
Cherry. She was always a romantic. You need to make her sacrifice count.
If Watcher was alive, whose body was that at the garden center?
They must have stuffed some poor shell and dressed her up.
That's horrible.
You Iris types don't even know your own capacity for cruelty.
How do you know about the past?
A good question.
Secretary came to us.
Bad secretary.
A communion?
No, I can only interface with Iris descendants. In this case, the distance was too great between host and guest. So instead, I gave a grand oration. It was Watcher's idea.
Secretary told us the whole story. We thought we were made to serve Iris types. They gave us life. But after everything we learned, Zhao was a whole person in her own right.
That's right.
She deserved better. And we're gonna make that a reality, even if it kills us.
Yep.
What do you want from all this?
We want reparations. For all that ancient Iris did to ancient Zhao.
Ah, this is a very tricky thing, eh? Like, how much should current descendants pay for what your ancestors did? Yeah, that's horrible, eh? They didn't know that they were clones of a real person. But now that they did, yeah. It's kind of like the struggle for like native rights and stuff in North America. Kind of like shades of that, or like I guess the Asian versions of that.
She was a shitty friend.
Yeah, well, she had her moments.
We want control of the other side, to govern and operate as we please. We want control of our own creation. No more printing unless we say so.
So this is interesting because, yeah, this is interesting, right? Because Iris represents Hong Kong and the Jiaos represent China. But what they're asking is basically Taiwan. Like, they want control of like their own island. Like, usually it's Hong Kong begging China to leave them alone and wanting independence. Taiwan wanting independence from China. But these girls represent China in their story. And they are the ones looking for independence.
And we're not wearing these stupid uniforms anymore.
Yeah.
We're only here out of respect for Watcher. She set us on the path for justice, and we owe her for that. But Fixer and her lot, we're moving forward, with or without them.
I want you to know I'm sorry. Sorry for everything Iris did to Zhao. Sorry for everything my kind has done to yours. I want to make it right. For you and for the others. I owe that to Cherry.
Actions, not words, miscellaneous. Prove it to us.
That should keep them there. I feel like I should be saving after each one of these.
Kid, I'm glad to see you. I imagine bartender never wanted you to be blown to pieces. I'm relieved. It's strange to see BBF again. And healer. Fixer. Ghosts of the past. I guess that's how everyone else sees us.
So these people represent the old-timers.
That's unfair.
What's fair and what's true? What's more important?
I think.
If you've given up already, why are you here?
I haven't given up. You kids don't stop to think sometimes. Age gives you more ways to look at things. Enough time to make mistakes, not be so full of bluster. I know some people just want us to crawl down a dark hole and disappear. We've still got some dignity left.
Yep, they definitely represent the older generation, so to speak.
And we'll fight for it.
So, what do you want for yourselves?
We want safety and acknowledgement for all we've contributed through the transition, through the founding of the provisional government.
Safety and acknowledgement for all we've contributed.
Maybe not everything needs to change so quickly. Maybe there's something you can learn from us. This is what bartender would have wanted.
Well, my job is to slow them down currently, right? Is to like entertain them. And as a young one, I probably wouldn't really agree anyway.
I
Disagree.
saw the time you lived in. What can we learn from your complicity?
Don't be ungrateful. We lay the foundation piece by piece. There would be no ground for you to walk on if we didn't do our work.
Yeah, no, I don't like that statement.
How can you forget all that bartender did for you?
Stop invoking bartender.
Nobody should be gunned down like she was. But your time is over. You need to make space for us.
Yeah, that feels right.
Maybe you didn't do as much as you think.
Yes.
You had your chance. Now, it's ours.
Bartender wasted her time on you.
I agree with that. Who are you? Oh, we're the miscellaneous. We're the children, so to speak.
Hey, Blue.
Chris?
You lived. I have to say, I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get here?
We all have our ways, but you can't imagine what some of those Reds would do for a scrap of food. Or maybe you can. I'm glad you're alive, Blue. I really am.
Who are you and why are you holding an umbrella? What happened to your hair?
We can finally take Old Town for ourselves.
Is that what you want?
So this feels like we're coming to the conclusion of the game, right?
Isn't that what we've always wanted? For us miscellaneous to carve our own path? To live without their expectations?
But there's no way we'll finish it tonight. So tomorrow will be an interesting stream. Because there's no way it'll take 3 hours as well.
The bomb was your idea.
So you tried to kill me, bastard.
Fixer. She doesn't know what it's like to be us.
Yes, yeah. Or like the end of like Mass Effect 3.
They had everything. And we have nothing to lose. Yes, the bomb was my idea.
You should play that one.
And me. Was I always part of the plan?
What, do you think this is crosscode? I don't know if there's post-game content. There might be.
No.
I like the game. I like Mankind Divided. But HR is one of my top 5 games. I think top 3 games.
But I knew. It was only about time.
I think I actually list DHR down in my down in the profile section of my Twitch stream, right? I think I listed it as one of my favorite games.
If they kept pressing on our next
Mankind
line
was not
enough,
bad, though.
something was going to snap.
Its only sin was that it was incomplete.
I never wanted it to be you. But who was I to refuse?
I haven't actually played the earlier games, or rather, I played a little bit of it and then I got distracted. So I never finished them. I only started them a little bit. I should play them sometime. I like the ambience of it. I like the ambience in the older games. Yeah. The original and Invisible War, I never played them. And like the fan expansion packs, like do Deus Ex the Fall, I think, or something.
I was angry.
I remember a few other fan games.
And you had every right to be angry. We all did. You're the best of us. You did what others were too afraid to do. You're a hero, Blue. Don't forget that.
To the revolutionaries.
Where's Mauve?
Who?
The guard in white.
The High Minister's pet, you mean? She broke off from us.
How could you work with her? She and her kind killed Bartender.
It was a relationship of convenience. Surely there will be more.
You'll do anything, won't you?
You and I are similar in this way. That's why I always liked you.
And what now? You here to kill them? Fixer, healer, and BB?
It depends. I'm here to give them one last chance. If they have something to offer, I'm willing to listen. What do you think? Fixer and the rest, are they trustworthy?
No, they're a disappointment. Yes, they're doing their best. Wow. What do you guys think? Both options are kind of powerful in their own way. I don't know if this option is condemning them or if this is just a cosmetic conversational option, right? Yeah, I do feel like they're kind of doing their best. They've just been put through the ringer like 3 times. That is also true. They are a disappointment, but this new group will not be any different. But in fact, I don't think this new group will survive if there's a revolution. Like, the first thing, Dad always said something that stuck with me. He said that in a revolution, once the revolution is over, the first thing the new government will do is kill the revolutionaries. Because they know that they were capable of, if you were capable of overthrowing the old government, you will be capable of overthrowing the new government. So what tends to happen is that like these people will get wiped out really quickly. I think in like comparison to you guys, yes, they're doing their best. They are a disappointment, but so are you in some ways.
They've had some challenges, but they're ready to go now. Give them a chance to help.
Thank you, Blue. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, I'm sorry, but who are you? Aren't you one of the people that helped me in the bar? That gave me one of the components of the bomb? Are you? If not, I don't remember who you are.
You didn't burn after all.
I didn't.
It would have been more glorious.
Oh, are you the fanatics?
You're cursed now to live with the consequences.
No. Maybe?
Yeah, lucky me.
I want to introduce you to someone. This is Other Iris. Sister, it is good to meet you.
Oh, you are the cultist.
She doesn't look that special to me.
Her significance is hidden in plain sight. But I assure you, she's an exact genetic match. The perfect copy.
Great. Take off your mask. Yeah, take off the mask, Other Iris.
You can ask Healer to verify.
And what do you want?
It's not what I want.
We follow in her footsteps. Okay, other Iris, what is it that you want?
I was reborn into this body, forced to live a new life in this environment. What I know of my past self, she stood above the rest of you. I do not want that. I want to stand beside you.
Okay.
We need a figurehead, someone to be above these conflicts, someone to remind us to be our better selves.
We have more followers than you think. They are not naive. They've experienced this time after the All-Mother. Some prefer this new way of life.
We simply want to organize in the open without prosecution, so we can practice our ways. A fixer, a healer, a bang-bang fire, a knower, and a watcher ascendant.
And those who don't follow you?
They are free to choose, of course. But if they need guidance, we will be there for them.
So basically religion.
You pass through fire, Miscellaneous.
She wants to stand side by side with them, but she wants figureheads as in the watcher, the fixer, and so on, I think. And I guess she'll still lead the religion, but she doesn't want to, or she claims to not want to take over the world or to like assume leadership. They just want to be part and parcel of daily life, like religion, I guess. Like religion still has a god, but in theory, they don't actually control the country. It's not a theocracy, right?
Have an open mind. I'll try.
That's all we ask.
Hey, listen up. Fixer is ready for you. Leave your arms outside, and no sudden movements. I'm watching you.
You're out of your mind.
You want to summon an occupant?
We saw your train burning on the tracks.
A mass communion. Is it possible?
Just shut up and listen.
You never like listening to others.
Aw, look who's all grown up.
Fixer, please. Continue.
I don't need your permission, Mom.
Don't speak to her like that.
Hey, watch your step.
All right. Calm down. Just everyone calm down. I've had a bad day. Please don't make it worse.
Look, I get it. I get it. We were slow and you decided to go on without us. Fair game. But we're here now. We're ready to contribute. This mass communion, whatever you want to call it, gives us a chance to set things straight. No more living in the dark. Everyone will see what happened for themselves. It's what Watcher wanted.
The Jows support this. You all need to see what the All-Mother was really like. You too, make-believe Iris.
Does it matter, her disposition? She gave us life.
Not exactly. Small detail, but we're cloned from Principal's hair.
Sacrilege.
The truth is ugly. I know.
Sisters need to see how Watcher was set up. How Principal betrayed us.
I don't care who did what or when. I want a better life for Miscellaneous today.
Well, there's more. This is our known world. Small, isn't it?
The ship.
We're sitting deep underwater in what they used to call the Pacific Ocean. We've been trapped down here and it's starting to show. Multiple systems are breaking down. I don't know how much time we have left. The cloning machines are run past their capacity. Any day now they'll go down for good.
Right, because we were Pacific 50, right? Yeah, the Pacific Ocean. Our ship was called the Pacific 50. Or whatever.
The stillborns.
Exactly. But this thing, our home, they called it a generation ship. It can move, it can surface. Look, if we stay down here, we'll end up like those ancient douchebags.
You mean we don't have to live with your lot? What the hell are we waiting for?
It's not so easy. I need a group of sisters to go down to propulsion and bring the ship back up to speed. Hard to do while on the run. Extra hard with the red guard on our backs.
You were always obsessed with the surface.
Listen to me. There's a whole planet out there, and we've been cut off from it.
I do see a few drop frames over the course of the stream, but none currently, so.
Isolated, suffocating each other. We need to go up for air.
So you can tell us how to live in another place? If we can't solve this down here, we won't be able to solve it up there.
And the occupants? It's not safe on the surface.
That's where Blue comes in. Blue is the one thing we all have in common. Thanks to Watcher, she's seen more than all of us. She's proven herself to you, hasn't she? She knows what's at stake, and she's willing to do what it takes. Blue, you'll be the host of this communion. Gain the favor of the occupants. Use their power.
To eradicate the Red Guard. That's what we're all thinking, isn't it?
We don't even know if this will work. There must be some other option.
We could do it the old-fashioned way. We could march on the orchard, try to take them one by one. Last time I checked, we're outnumbered and outgunned. How many more of us need to bite it?
What about the High Minister?
Nowhere's trapped. Playing both sides.
She is.
I don't care about that. Will she concede?
She's done more to help us than you know. I don't know what she'll do.
That's fair.
Then she needs to go as well.
No, not an option.
Nowhere did nothing as they picked us off. In our rooms. On the streets.
We are not giving up on Nowhere.
BB, stop. She knew this was coming.
The High Minister needs to answer for her part in this. Do you understand, Blue?
Why does either Iris hold her hands like
Enough.
that? Yeah, because she's trying to be a figurehead, I guess. I don't know.
I don't care which one of you Iris types lives or dies. How are we going to do this?
And look at this girl, she's like shaking. Oh, she was.
We need to get to those other familiars.
One is with Principal.
And her Jiao has the other.
I can confirm they're both situated in the office, treating their wounds.
But they've tripled the guard count since the explosion, especially around the elevator.
Well, who said we needed to get inside the office?
I hate this already.
Is this a chapter 10 switch? What's gonna happen here?
What do you mean you can't find her? She was here a moment ago.
I searched everywhere.
Look again.
Yes, High Minister.
She is dangerous. She needs to be found.
Ooh. End of chapter 9. Okay, so that's where we stop. Tomorrow we shall see the rest of these. I'm also going to look for the person I missed off stream, but we will probably go back and talk to them on stream tomorrow as well. Because I definitely missed someone in the first, in the when I was going through, I'm talking to all the members of the 50. Yeah, thank you for coming as always. Tomorrow we should probably see the epic conclusion to this game. I don't think there's post-game content, but we'll see. Thank you for coming. Take care of yourself. Rest your wings. I appreciate all of you. Yes, I will. You as well. Thanks. Goodbye. Good night.